Friends, today we are going to discuss about small intestine. We all know that there is the digestive system which takes place in our body. Digestion takes place in different parts of our alimentary canal. Hence, we will discuss first a little about alimentary canal. Now, let's see the video. I hope the presentation was sufficient to know what the alimentary canal consists of. Now, let's proceed to our actual discussion, which is about the small intestine. So, let's start. Now, I hope all can see the screen. This highlighted part here is the small intestine present in our body, about which we are going to discuss today. Can you imagine that it is about 7 meters long in length? It is surprising us because it is not spread out. Can you see that the small intestine is so much coiled? Now, we are going to discuss more about the small intestine. So, let's start. Small intestine. The small intestine is very long, about 7 meters in length. I told you just now. Highly coiled, that also I told, and has 3 main parts. That is the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. Besides the intestinal juice secreted by the walls of the intestine, bile from the liver and pancreatic juice from the pancreas act on the food in this region and the food is fully digested. That means with the help of the bile, pancreatic juice and the intestinal juice, the small intestine makes the food fully digested. This tells us that the last process of digestion takes place in the small intestine. Now first we will learn about bile. So let's proceed. Now I hope you can see which one is bile. I have marked that this one is liver and this one is bile. So I am telling you that it is secreted by the liver. We have got here also that bile is secreted by the liver. That means bile is, it's written here that bile from the liver. That means the bile is secreted by the liver. So it's secreted from this part, from here. And then it flows and gets collected in this part, which is the gallbladder. After that, whenever needed, it passes to the small intestine. So let's read about the function of the bile. Functions of bile. Bile is secreted by the liver and acts on the food when it comes to the first part of the small intestine. I've told you that whenever it's needed, it passes to the small intestine from the gallbladder. Bile has no enzymes, but it helps to break the fat into small droplets, emulsification, and makes the food alkaline. So this is the actual function of bile, that is, the bile helps to break the fat into small droplets and makes the food alkaline. We may be asked that what is emulsification? We have to say that the process of breaking the fat into small droplets is also called emulsification. Today we have discussed the functions of bile, but next day we will learn about the functions of pancreatic juice secreted by the pancreas and the functions of intestinal juice secreted by the walls of the intestine. But now I want to discuss more about small intestine. So let's proceed to our next discussion topic. Now we will learn more about small intestine. So let's start. More about small intestine. Small intestine is very important part of our body. Not only does the small intestine help in the digestion and makes the food completely digested, but also it helps in the absorption of food. So I want to show you a screen from which we will understand the basic of small intestine, which helps in the absorption in this case. Small intestine. The inner lining of the small intestine has a large number of finger-like projections called villi, which increase the surface area of absorption. The walls of the small intestine helps in the absorption. No. This villi helps in the better absorption of food. From this we can understand that the villi, the most major function of the villi is to increase the surface area of absorption. Next, let's proceed to our next discussion. Next, the amino acids and glucose are absorbed through the thin layer of villi and enter into the blood. The fatty acids and glycerol are absorbed into the lymph vessel that is present in the center of villi. So the lymph vessel, the location of lymph vessel is the center of villi. Now, to understand more better, I will show you a screen just now. Now observe the screen carefully. There you can see the lymph vessel. It will be written as lymphatic vessel, but they both are same. The lymph vessel and the lymphatic vessel, they both are same. So see the picture. Now this line is very important. The small intestine is long and narrow, hence the slow movement of food in it helps in better absorption. We have learned that the small intestine is very long, about 7 meters in length, and very narrow and highly coiled. So, the food moves very slowly through the long narrow tube, highly coiled tube, and thus this helps in better absorption. This is the reason why the small intestine is long and narrow. So friends, we end our discussion with this. Hope we will meet again in my next video. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my full video.